I'm not getting in argument battles with people who don't qualify for food stamps, or like now people are jealous because now I finally qualify for food stamps. Y'all watched me lose teeth, okay? Lose teeth. Starving myself through a pregnancy while breastfeeding a baby. Okay, I don't hear it. I don't want to hear no, your story's worse than mine, my story's worse than yours, you pay more than me, I pay more than you, I shouldn't qualify for food stamps, I should have qualified sooner. Like, I have no control over this shit. I shared that post just to update the people that actually support me, not the ones that are jealous of me, to update the ones that have been, like, infuriated watching me wither away. My postpartum weight dropped off because I was not able to eat. Because I and my man, I have texts in my phone of my man saying, I will fast so that you and the kids can eat, because we can't afford to eat, all of us, okay? I'm not here to argue with people about food stamps. I literally raised my kids 2 under 2 for 2.5 years, and mind you, Wick wanted to give us formula, and I still was paying out of pocket to get better formula for her because I didn't want the ones that they gave her that had sugar in it. So I don't want to hear people being jealous in the comments. I'm just going to delete the comments, honestly. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to delete the comments because I don't care. I'm not going to respond to them. I'm going to delete them, and I'm probably going to unfollow you. So please don't lose a follower because you're being hateful instead of grateful for me. Like, what? Like, what? I didn't spread that on here to throw that
Grateful for you? Let's continue.
in anybody's face. Next of all, we get $205 for a family of 4. That's $51 a month for everybody in my family. $51.25, sorry, for everybody in my family. I'm not one here trying to rub it in my face and act like food stamps is going to be feeding my family to a T, or that we're going to be living off of food stamps, because that's not the case whatsoever at all. I'm still going to be working to make the money, just as if I didn't get food stamps, like I didn't for 2.5 years through having 2 children. Mind you, I qualified for food stamps while I was pregnant with my first kid. After she was born, they took it off of me and said we no longer qualified, that we made too much for a 3-person household. That's why I shared the story about the food stamps, because I felt like I was being scammed by the government, because I tell everybody else these stories and they're like, that doesn't make sense. You know, we make this much with this many household and we get like $500 in food stamps.
She felt like she was being scammed by the government for getting free stuff. Entitlement at a new time high. She done took entitlement to a whole nother level. But she's got my attention. I want to continue to hear what she's got to say. This is just crazy.
And like I said, I'm not on here trying to fight with people and compare situations. I was on here trying to update y'all that y'all no longer have to worry about me getting up and getting dizzy every single time I stand up, because I know I have so many people that love to call me out when I get sick on the middle of a live stream, when I'm having a bad day, when I don't have enough nutrients and calories to fill me up. Like, I'm sorry, bro, I am sorry, okay? And then outside of that, I already have a nutrient like a not.
All right. I gotta cut in here. Because, and we still gotta. We were only halfway through. That's why I had to cut in here, because she's got all these health problems or something, right? Like, she just gets dizzy out of nowhere, and she doesn't have enough nutrients to be able to barely stand. Where are you getting the nutrients to keep procreating like this? Because these are the questions that we don't ask. Because the act of procreation is one of the most physical things you can do. So you have enough energy to do that, but you don't have enough energy to work. So we have to start asking that question when we hear these stories. Now, and if you all could like the video, I just wanted to cut in here right at the beginning, because I know it's easy to forget, but it literally only takes a second, and it helps me more than you know. So if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. But she mentioned she felt like she was getting scammed when they were only a family of 3. So it was only her and her one child, but now she has another child. Video cut out. But she felt like she wasn't getting enough based on the necessity already. So why did you decide to have another one? But that's neither here nor there. Let's just finish hearing her entire point, and then we can get on to the next clips.
Have enough nutrients as disease. I have decalcification in my teeth and bones. That's why I could just boop stub my toe and it just snaps in half, okay? I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it for people to sit here and judge me, oh, you're living off a food stamp. Bitch, I've been raising these motherfucking kids without food stamps for almost 3 years now. Please stop playing with me. Please, please, please. I'm gonna delete your comment. I'm not even gonna sit here and bring it on to embarrass you and start he said, because you know how people love to get in drama when drama comes about, and I don't do this for that. If you don't qualify for food stamps, I am the first person on here to use my page to show y'all how to make money back. If you are paying full for your food stamps, I can teach you how to make money off of WIC with your WIC card. Okay, like if you're choosing to ignore and not ask how I'm getting stuff so cheap or how I'm making money back on my WIC or my food stamps, then that's your fault, not my own. I am happy as a horse to put anybody on who wants to be put on. And if you're starving and if you can't feed your family, please, by all means, reach out to me. If it's really that bad and you're withering away like I was, I have I could put you on to that will give you enough money to put food on the table for your kids. Okay, this is not a competition. This has never been a competition. I've never been in competition with any of y'all, and I never will be in competition with anybody. I was competitive as a child. I was competitive in sports. I was competitive, but I'm not going to be competitive in my family, raising my kids and eating. Like, that's not the right things to be competitive about. Or, oh, you get more food stamps than I do, and I feel like you shouldn't even be able to get food stamps. I don't care what you think. The government decided, and they said I get $205 a month for me and my kids.
Oh my goodness. So it's not a competition, right? That's what she said. That was her closing message. But I think it is a competition. It's the victim Olympics. And she has all these problems, all these things that's hard enough to carry on your own. And that, if we go off what she's saying, right, about all these problems, because what I've typically found is usually people who are complaining about all the problems it's not a physical problem. It's usually a mental problem. They're usually just mentally weak and they always just have an excuse for something. But that's neither here nor there. If we go off that and we take your word for that, then that means that just doing life was hard enough by yourself. So if you have all these problems that make it hard for you as an individual to live a normal life on your own, then why did it occur to you to then go and have kids who you're going to be responsible for as well when you're not even really up to be able to take care of yourself fully?
How y'all feeling about this food stamp situation, man? Like this nigga Donald Trump really said, it's either healthcare or food stamps. One of them gotta go. He said, until then, we turning off food stamps. You know you finna start a whole protest, revolt, all type of shit probably finna go down. Like, crime rate probably finna go up just for food. Like, y'all starting a whole new era or some shit y'all don't even know finna start going down. Like, I can already see it already. You know how people get when they can't get what they want, man. They start getting desperate out here. But shit, what y'all feel about this damn no food stamp situation?
Homeland dependence. Grown men who are dependents. Because when this brother's talking, man, that's all I'm hearing. Just a grown man who's a dependent. Which, that should be the most shameful thing. That should be the most shameful realization you should come to as a man. When you wake up one day and you're a grown man, but you're a dependent. And by dependent, I mean you're not resourceful and you're not capable to just simply be able to take care of yourself. You can't figure that out. You can't come to a solution. You can't put that fire out. That's a little sad in my opinion. Because what I'm hearing this young man say is that basically if someone or something doesn't take care of him and feed him and basically take care of all his needs, then he has no other option but to resort to criminality And that's the only thing he can do. That's the only thing he's capable of. And of course, he's capable of more. He just doesn't realize it. And he's mentally weak. And I wouldn't even say mentally weak. I would say he's mentally prepubescent. He's still a child mentally. So, this is what you get. Let's watch one more clip.
Let's be honest here. Listen, y'all folks done worked on my nerves about this old food stamps and Section 8 nonsense. Get a job. That's the answer. I'm finna do you like the kids. I gotta do the kids at the schoolhouse. Get a job. Job. Okay? Get a job. Go on and get you the job. Okay? They done raised minimum wage, goddamn, for McDonald's. They done raised it in certain states. They done raised it. Go on over there and get you a job. I've been working since I was 16. I'm medically retired from one profession, and still got a job. I don't have to if I don't want to, but I'm still working. And you a lifetime member over there, working on everybody's line and phone, crying about you not being on the Section 8 and getting your food stamps. You down to the stamp office working on them folk nerves, talking about the shutdown. On the TikTok, crying and carrying on. I'm coming from work right now. And even with me being retired, times is hard. Everybody's struggling. All the retired folks and carrying on, they may have to get them a little second job. But you don't see us crying. We get to work. We go find us a little part-time job that's going to work. And you know what I do? When I need a little change right now and the paycheck ain't hit, get in your car, make it work. Go dash. That's what I do. I ain't ashamed. I go work for it. That's what's wrong with these folks. Them same folks that was on the Carnival cruise acting a damn fool. You got the Carnival cruise money. You got to get on the cruise, act a fool, make it bad for the ones who really want to enjoy the cruise. You ain't got no job. You got just enough money to make sure you get on the damn boat, but you ain't got no excursion money. I'm trying to tell you, working on my nerves. Y'all done messed it. I'm still pissed about that. Y'all done messed it up for the ones who actually can afford to get on the damn boat and enjoy. It's them Section 8 folks on there talking about they going. Y'all done been on more vacations than the ones that earn vacation time. And it ain't coming fast enough for me. That's all I'm saying. I can't take it. It's just y'all done worked on my nerves now. Go get a job. It's that simple. Like, I'm trying not to cuss. Just go get a job. It's that simple. Go find work.
It is that simple. And she said dash, right? Shoot, you better get creative. You better, while you're dashing, wherever you drop them people off, if it's a plaza, you better stay right there, go apply to everything in that plaza, go speak to some people, then you pick up your next trip. It's that simple. And then when we see all these able-bodied young people on it, like that gentleman we reviewed right before her, listen, because I keep hearing this complaint, oh, there's no jobs available, there's no jobs available. Well, I'm tired of that, because you know the job that's always available, that for sure right now is in need of some people. That brother we reviewed, he go join the military. How about that? I bet you they hiring. But you ain't going to be able to keep them dreads, though. We know that. You're going to have to cut them off. And like I said, he's probably mentally prepubescent. So for him, that would be a deal breaker. Right? Priorities all wrong. You would rather have to keep depending on something to feed you and for survival as opposed to just cut off your locks, right? These are how we prioritize sometimes. And quite frankly, it's a little silly. But we'll leave it there for today, y'all. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. It helps more than you know. And then also YouTube has a hype feature, which basically when you hype it pushes a smaller content creators to the same scale that it pushes the larger content creators. So you just hit the hype button, just like you hit the like button, and then it shows you how many points. And also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.